Masato. It's me, your friend and brother, Reverend Father Sheikh Monadeji. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Our daddies, our mommy. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I pray God to come to strengthen all of you through Christ our Lord. It is Igbenedion University Campus Radio, also known as Wonderland 90.5 FM. We still continue on our regular program, No Conflict, No Life. To join me in this studio is Sister Tosin Adedeji. She's on her way. I'm sure when she comes in, then she can join me on the program. Then we shall be discussing together still on this particular topic, No Conflict, No Life. As we all know that a life without conflict is not worth living. We all have our struggles. We cannot run away from struggles. Struggle is part of life. And whoever tend to deny the existence of struggle, the existence of problem, the existence of conflict, that person will end up regretting for the rest of his or her life. And today, on this show, we shall still be discussing on that no conflict, no life. Yeah, but today, we want to emphasize on the conflict of the future. If you could recall very well, we have discussed on the conflict of the past, conflict of desire was the last time, and now conflict of the future. I would like to let us know, my dear friends out there, that the conflict of the future is the fear of the unknown, which has crept into virtually everybody. And the situation is always pathetic when one becomes depressed, when one feel like there's no way forward. I'm sure one or two person must have experienced it. Have you experienced such whereby you are confused about the future? You don't know what the future holds for you. You don't know what will happen, and you are just confused. There's confusion all over you, and the fear of the unknown has enveloped you. If you have experienced such, I'll be very much glad. You can call at any time. Give us a call 07035121625. I call it again 07035121625. And let us discuss. But as I wait for your call, I want to let us know that the conflict of the future is often affected due to conflict past. It is good for us to know that the conflict of the past, if it is not being resolved, I've elaborated much on that. If you have been following the program from day one, you find that you must have learned a lot of things. Conflict of the past are the mistakes we made in the past, are the confusion we have had in the past that we could not resolve. And when we could not resolve all these conflicts, what comes up? It affects our present day conflict. Now, I'll give a good example. If, for example, I was dropped out of school and I keep regretting it, I not come out of it. I keep dwelling on the mistakes I made that made me to drop out of school. If I cannot resolve that conflict of the past, the mistake I made in the past, now it will keep me stagnant. I will remain stagnant, and when I'm stagnant, I will not have the stamina to move forward. I will not have the stamina to shoot forward. I will be happy to let us know that the conflicts of the past need to be resolved, because each day has its own conflict. Every time we wake up in the morning, we wake up to different conflict of its own. And if you could not resolve that of the past, it will surely affect that which is coming in future. So my dear brothers, my dear sisters out there, my dear friends out there, I want us to know that conflict is part of life. Conflict awaits us in future. We can't run away from it. I am a reverend father, I'm a priest and a pastor. Whoever say I will never have a problem in my life, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, such prayer may not be necessary. It's good to say, God, give me the wisdom to overcome my difficulties. God, give me the wisdom to overcome my problem. Problem will surely come. Problem may come either from yourself, the mistake you made. Problem may come from your friends. Problem may come from your family members. Problem may come through many means. Even though society may create problem. And in that case, what will happen? Are you going to say that God will not answer your prayer? God, I will never enter problem in Jesus' name. Amen, which is good. But then, it's there. For example, the economic situation of the country. Is it your fault? It's nobody's fault. All of us are in it together. The hardship we are facing today, all of us are in it together. Does it mean that this economic situation we find ourselves, this hardship we find ourselves, does it mean that God is not alive? No. God has given us the solution, but some individual had made it to become difficult for us to exist, difficult for us to enjoy our life. So these are problems, these are difficulties, these are conflicts that we need to resolve. So I still want to let us know that we have to learn how to resolve the conflict of the past. When we resolve the conflict of the past, it will help us a lot to overcome that of the present. If we were able to overcome the difficulty of the present, that of the future will not be difficult to overcome too. And so there are some antidotes towards that. It has some solutions I want to suggest to us. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, don't carry problem on your head. Please, I beg you, do not carry problem on your head. Do not think you are the worst human being on earth. No. As you exist, as you live now, live as each day comes. The Lord has already told us in many ways that the Lord will that He will take care of the future. Allow the future to be with the Lord. Don't worry. You don't need to worry yourself. Now imagine, since you have been worrying over things in the past, what has actually been your positive gain? No, what has been your positive gain? Nothing. Rather, it has been pain, headache, heartburn, high blood pressure. I hope you know that if you overstress your brain, it results to headache. And if you could not resolve this headache, my dear, you are killing yourself. So allow each day to come. And as it comes, the Lord has promised that He will never forsake His children. He will never forsake any of us. He will always be there for us. Then hand over everything to God. You cannot do it alone. That you are left today is by the grace of God. You cannot do it alone, my dear. Don't stress yourself. Don't, how will I put it? Don't kill yourself over issues. You go for exam, you could not pass the exam and you're killing yourself. Are you the first to fail? I seated here today. I failed exam countless times. What I did was to look at those areas that make me to fail, and I worked on it and I passed later. So don't allow that of the past to affect your present. So now going to the conflict of the future. The conflict of the future revolves around survival. It revolves around survival, how to survive. And of course, I understand very well. I'm human like you. I'm not superhuman. I understand clearly that many a times the future seems to be bleakful. The future seems to be hopeless. There seems not to be hope in the future. You don't need to kill yourself over it. What I would suggest is this. You wake up in the morning, plan for the day. Leave the rest for God. Do your best and leave the rest for God. Don't think about tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow, but don't think about it. Don't dwell much on tomorrow. Dwell about today. It's like if you are walking along the road and you raise your head high, that is, you are looking at the future. You may fall because you will not see the stone or the stormy block that may be in front of you. So if you say, I don't think about my future is important, let me think about my future, and you are there thinking about the future, as you are, which means you are looking up. And as you are looking up, what happens if there's a oncoming vehicle? Will you see the vehicle? The vehicle will eat you and you die. So invariably, follow each day as it comes. Because when you are walking on the road, you look at the when you are walking on the road, you look in front of you and see what may likely be the how would I put it? What may likely be the problem that may be a stumbling block to you. Then what will you do? You look for a way to overcome it, and that is life. So don't be too much concerned about the future, but rather be concerned. Be concerned about the present day. So, like I said from the beginning of the program, I said that one person will be joining me on this program, and that is Sister Tosin Adedeji. She is just arriving to the studio now. I would like to introduce her to you, and both of us will be anchoring this program together. You know, Nigerian traffic kept out. So, Sister Tosin, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Father.
And our people have been waiting for you since.
So sorry for the delay. Just like you said, it wasn't easy getting here. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually,
So introduce yourself better, you know.
yeah, I am Oluwatosin Adedeji. I will be joining the anchor. I'll be joining on the anchor on this program.
Not conflict, no life.
Discuss the concept: no conflict, no life. No conflict, no life. So when you hear conflict, don't just run. Wait, listen, and get more knowledge. Conflict is not just the everyday natural normal fight that you see. Conflict is deeper. So I would like you to sit back and enjoy this program with us.
Thank you very much, Sister Tosi. So, what I've been discussing with our people out there is the conflict of the future. Trying to let them know that the conflict of the future begins with the conflicts of the past being resolved so that they can have stamina to face the future. And of course, like I discussed with our viewers and our listeners at home, that basically it's not actually easy because we're talking about economic situation of the country, how things are difficult, and one tend to lose hope. One tend to like, is there any hope for me at all? And I give a simple analogy. I said, if you are walking on the road and you gaze at the sky because you are thinking about the future, you may not see the oncoming vehicle and you'll be knocked off. So
which will not bring solution to your problem.
Thank you very much. So it's not been solution. So I was trying to let them know that each day comes with its own conflicts, and each day need to be tackled. I mean, each day problem need to be tackled as it comes. You don't think about the future and forget about today. So getting at the sky means that you are thinking about the future while obstacles in front of you, you're not able to overcome it. So I think I want over to you, Sister Tosi, and you can take over from there. Thank you very much. So you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much for that. Like you just said now, that looking at the future while forgetting the pressing issues of the moment. You don't need to be carried away. You don't need to lose focus. You don't need to lose yourself in trying to fight for the future where definitely you will get. Just try and live your life one day at a time.
Yes, yes.
I am not saying you should not think. I'm not saying you should not plan ahead. Of course, planning is different from worrying. When you worry too much about the future, in that regards, you can get lost. That will be lost in transit. How do you get lost? Number one way you can get lost is losing your mental health. When your mental health is no longer in place, my brother, my sister, you are lost because you cannot be relevant at that moment. You have lost relevance, you have lost significance. There is nothing you want to offer at that moment. So people that need you, people that are tied to you, they'll suffer. Now it is no longer you. You have yourself, you have other people, your siblings, your family members that are dependent on you. As you are getting lost, they get lost alongside. So you don't need to just worry. How do you get lost again apart from your mental health? When you worry too much, even your health, medically, you get lost. How? When you get into worrying too much and you focus on things that, in fact, it might not even be important for now. For example, you're a teenager, maybe 12, 13, and you are already planning, if I get married, how am I going to survive? When I get married, how am I going to cope? The way I am like this now, I am not too bold. So how am I going to be able to control my home as a boy? How am I going to be able to control my wife and my children? Leave that one. Yes, you might be right. How are you going to deal with those things when they come? But when you are getting there, then you can start worrying. For now, what you are supposed to focus on is, how do I get a better life? How do I make it to the peak? In fact, making it to the peak does not still start one day. You start from somewhere, then you continue to build on it. Then you will see that those things that you are supposed to worry about, they will come just like a bed of roses, and everything will be falling in place for you.
Wow, wow, wow. Satoshi, you knock it on the head. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're a professor. Maybe I should be calling you Professor Tosin anyway. No more Satoshi.
I haven't got there yet. I haven't gotten there.
So please, number to call is 070-3512-1625. In case you want to get in the discussion, have you ever found yourself thinking about the future more than the present? I think so. Like Sister Tosin said, let me say Professor Tosin said. I don't think she's a professor because the way she, analyze the whole topic about thinking about the future is so marvelous. So, sister, I don't know, do you have any question you can ask our people out there, or maybe we can debate on more?
Yeah, actually, a question that I'm sure will be going through people's mind right now is that you just said we should not worry about the future. Yes, don't worry about the future. There is a popular man that I know that will say something you can deal with by yourself. Why do you need to worry about it? Something you cannot deal with by yourself. Why do you need to worry about it? Meanwhile, I want us to know that there is a difference between thinking, planning ahead, and worrying.
That's true. Yes, she said it. There's no between thinking and planning ahead. But from the look of things, thinking and planning ahead. But in planning, you still think now.
Yes. That was why I put it right that worrying and planning. I said thinking first, then I corrected it that worrying and planning ahead.
Okay. So, please, if you are listening to us, kindly give us a call and tell us more. Even if you can give us a WhatsApp message or still 070-3512-1625 and let us discuss together. You see, when she said that we should not worry and plan, planning is very good. And the planning ought to start with the immediate. If you want to build a house, of course, you should think about getting the foundation ready. And before talking about, you get the materials. And Of course, you think about cement, sand, water, get that all those material. And if I can talk about building ourselves, you need to go and purchase a land. I don't know, I think land is very cheap in your area there. Please, I want to build a house in case you have a cheaper land, I can come and build. So what I'm saying is that planning starts from now, with the now, not tomorrow. Don't ever wait to start planning tomorrow. If you fail to start planning now, you will surely fail to execute them. The truth again is this, my dear listeners out there, is that don't worry. The question I will pose to you all out there is, as a person listening to us now, since you have been worrying, what have you gained? What positive things have you gained? Is it you have, as the worry increase your bank account, increase money in your bank account? I mean,
Added value to you.
has it added value to you? Has the worrying added value to you? Has it make you to be mentally stable? So if you keep worrying, you are destroying yourself. In fact, you being worried about everything around you will not even make you to plan for the future. Worrying destroys the soul. Worrying destroys the sight of the individual. Worrying destroys the individual person. You end up going about complaining about headache, heartburn, all these diseases that are relevant to to thinking. So please, we are begging you from this studio that you should please plan for the future, but don't worry about it. I think that's what you're trying to point out. So plan for the future. Don't worry about the future. The future will take care of itself. If I may even ask again, you went to bed yesterday night. Did you ever thought of what was going to happen this morning? Some people already plan that in the morning, once I wake up in the morning, by 6 I should be out of bed, by 8 I should be at work, by this, by that. But when when they wake up from bed, in fact, they woke up around 3, 4 o'clock with the noise of somebody out there. It has already started the plan. They never envisaged that they woke up early than 6. This person might have planned that, oh, by 8 o'clock I should be at work. But the night that wake him or her up around 3, 4 o'clock in the midnight, maybe the joy of, the cry of a woman that wants to go into labor. Of course, you can't abandon the person. You take the person to the hospital. At the end of the day, you end up going to the hospital, taking the person to the hospital. You were still in the hospital with the woman till evening. I thought the total of your day. So, that is that. So, but if you are worrying about tomorrow, it will surely affect your being. Your mental health will be affected. And when your mental health is affected, you get nothing. You lose everything. So for you not to lose everything, we are begging you that you should please try to take it easy with yourself. I don't know, maybe there's no network. We are waiting for your call, or since so. Or Santos, maybe you talk to maybe you hear your voice better than me.
Yeah, I'll just on my part conclude with this, that you should let your past go. I don't know if you've heard that from anybody in recent times. Let your past go. If you don't let your past go, there's no way you'll be able to concentrate on your future. There was a time I was in a kind of unstable relationship. In fact, it ended chaotically and I was shattered. So after that, I there was another person that I met, but the incidents of the past, I kept bringing them into the present time. In fact, if he refused to call, I'll be like, okay, you've started this, that, this, that. And I was just worried about, is he going to leave me? Is he going to stay? Are we going to last? I tell you, it did not work until I learned to let what is in the past be in the past.
Listen, this example we give now is very, very important because it's what affects most persons out there. The bad experience, ugly experience of the first relationship, they bring it to the new relationship. That's why to the new one.
Unnecessary aggression, unnecessary tension to just create problems for yourself. So you don't need it. Let the past lie in the past while you concentrate on yourself. The number you can reach us on is 07035121625. Again, 07035121625.
We have
Okay.
just 2 minutes to go. I mean, in case you can just send your message, and you can always reach us after this program because we're out of time already. I mean, if you really enjoy our program, do give us a shout out there and let us know. And if you have any question, you can always drop whereby we can always attend to. Thank you, Sister Tosi. Thank you very much for coming around. Next week is another day whereby we shall meet together again. Get yourself ready. Invest your friend. What we are discussing here is very, very valuable. We want you to be mentally stable. Our concern is how to manage your health, I mean, your conflict, so that it will be able to give you a sound health. I know, give you a final word of Sister Tosi before we.
Understand your conflict and understand your existence. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think till next week, we remain your friends, Father Shegun Adeji and
Oluwatosi
Adedeji. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much for listening.
God bless you.
Bye.
Yeah.